Hi there. Welcome to Mindset Movie Reviews, diving right into it 365 days from 2020. 365 Days is a film that has sparked a whirlwind of reactions, and not all of them are positive. Directed by Barbara Bialowicz and Tomasz Manz, this Polish drama and romance film has been a topic of heated discussion since its release. The movie follows the story of Massimo Torricelli, a Sicilian mafia boss who kidnaps Laura, a sales director from Warsaw, giving her 365 days to fall in love with him. The premise alone is enough to raise eyebrows, and the execution does little to alleviate the discomfort. The film has been compared to 50 Shades of Grey, but it takes the concept of a problematic romance to new extremes. Massimo, played by Michel Morone, is portrayed as a brooding and dangerous figure, a man who uses his power and wealth to manipulate and control. Laura, played by Anna Maria Siaklaka, is caught in a web of luxury and intimidation, a dynamic that the film attempts to romanticize but ultimately fails to justify. Critics have not been kind to 365 Days, and for good reason. The film's narrative is riddled with issues, from its glorification of toxic relationships to its lack of depth in character development. The plot is thin, relying heavily on montages and melodrama to fill its 2-hour runtime. The dialogue is often laughable, and the attempts at creating tension or chemistry between the leads fall flat. The movie's portrayal of sexual violence as a form of romance is particularly troubling. Massimo's actions are not justifiable, and the film's attempt to paint them as part of a love story is misguided at best. The scenes of intimacy, which are frequent and explicit, do little to add to the narrative and often feel gratuitous. The music, which includes tracks sung by Morone himself, is another point of contention, with many finding it to be more of a distraction than an enhancement. Despite its flaws, 365 Days has found an audience, largely due to its presence on Netflix and the curiosity it has sparked. However, the film's popularity does not equate to quality. It is a spectacle of excess, a film that indulges in fantasy without considering the implications of its narrative choices. In the end, 365 Days is a film that leaves much to be desired. It is a reminder of the importance of responsible storytelling, especially when dealing with sensitive topics. While it may appeal to those looking for a guilty pleasure, it is unlikely to be remembered as a cinematic triumph. Instead, it serves as a cautionary tale of what happens when style is prioritized over substance, and when the line between fantasy and reality is blurred beyond recognition. Well, that's my review of 365 Days, and I'm giving it 1.5 stars out of a possible 5. Thank you for listening. If you like this review, please like, subscribe, and it will be great to see you next time on Mindset Movie Reviews.